Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday, we're pretty much going nowhere until we had a Trump tweet, Trump manipulating the markets again about the trade war. Then we had the Chinese come in and make a comment which drove the market down, and then I don't know what happened after that because I decided to just pack it in. But anyway, pretty good day yesterday. We over the 10,000 at last. It's taken a week longer than I was wanting to do it. But yesterday we had a good 6.71% return for the day, which is primarily due to being in long on the Dow just before that tweet came out. So had a quick 5 minute, let's say about majority of those gains were done in the first 5 minutes after that tweet. Okay, so I think there's a couple of things we need to pay attention to on the Dow at the moment, and one is this level here has been broken. Okay, so this previous all-time high, 28,211, has been broken. We've got a daily close above it. So I think, the trend to the upside is definitely there, and we also have a bit of a cup and handle on the lower time frames as well. So let's just get into the lower time frames and see pretty much what's going on. So first things first, you can see I've got this level in here, almost lined in. So we're really climbing. It did look like an opportunity this morning, but let's just stick to the rules and not bother trying to get in now. Wait for some kind of a pullback. So you can see the confusion that we had yesterday. Pretty much going nowhere. Then all of a sudden, we were falling down. I was actually very close to being stopped out when the tweet came out. And can't really see that on the lower time frames. Okay, so here you go. There's a level that we came back to test. Okay, we also had a bit of a flag bring here, and the flag accelerated the upside. This little pattern here, you would have expected us to come back to the 28,057 and the buyer step in from there, but we had a much deeper pullback all the way back to pretty much this pin bar here. I was looking for another long here, but the way it was going, I decided to stay out of it. It was looking like a bit of confusion, and I think the problem with my decision there was I was watching and listening to the news, which I shouldn't have been doing. If I just ignored the news and waited for the structure, which I was doing, I think I would have been in for the next long here, and that would have been another, I guess, like 200 odd points, if not more. Yeah, 270 points. But anyway, I live and learn. So we're still looking for longs. I think the trend is fairly strong to the upside on all time frames at the moment, but again, we want to see a pullback. Okay, so where do we want to see pullbacks to? I think this 28,211 is the all-time high at the moment. So we actually haven't had a daily close above it. We've had a rejection off it. We're now kind of gapped above it. So that's definitely an area to look out for, 28,211. The next one will be 28,185, and then the next area of interest for me would be the gap close here, which would be 28,159. So those are the areas that I'm looking to get long again. Okay, I don't think there's anything different on the half hour. Nope. Just a hell of a lot of you can see the indecision here. It's almost like people knew the tweet was coming out. You see how this buyers were scaling in here. Okay, and I think this measured move is also done. Let's just double check that. So that was the first move up, then we had the pullback. Okay, no, that's still got a little way to go. That measured move target is 28,3 0.48. Okay, so yeah, I think for me, still long. I like to see a bit of a pullback and then long again. I suppose what we do have to take cognizance of is the fact that this trend line is busy breaking and being retested at the moment. So anything's possible at the moment, and I think you still want to be buying any deeper pullbacks. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is manipulation. That tweet that came out yesterday, the same tweet that came out in 2017, has come out about 6 or 7 times, and every time market rallies, falls down. So anyway, let's get to the Ichimoku, and we'll start with the 12. Okay, and again, you can see we were trending down, 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 and then pretty much this price action started happening when I got in. So I was in somewhere in this area with a stop just below this pin bar, and you can see how close we came to stopping us out, and then immediately reversed and accelerated. So at this stage, everything is bullish. Bullish cloud, bullish Kijisen Tekinson. So we should be looking for longs. Okay, I'm not really interested in it at this stage. Wait for the Europe Open at least. If you look at the half hour, you can see everything is bullish, granted, but Kijisen and Tekinson, they are pointing up, but they are quite far apart. So I would expect sort of some sideways motion and Kijisen to catch up. The hour, everything is bullish, which is far from Kijisen and Tekinson, so you want to see a pullback on that. And 4 hour, exact same scenario. Everything is bullish, which is quite far from Kijisen and Tekinson. You want to see some kind of a pullback. And there is a level there as well. Okay, so this is a gap, what I refer to as a Brooks gap, and that is 28,189. Basically a breakout of this 4 hour bar. And if I go down to a lower time frame, you'll see what I mean. There was a level, now we've broken through it. So we want to see a retest of that level. Okay. And lastly, on the daily, still bullish, a little bit confused. I still want to see some kind of a pullback. And to be honest, on the daily, I'm looking for that kind of pullback there, or even as deep as that. And that will line up with that trend line. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Nothing spectacular. The trend is long. So you want to be long. You just want to be long on the pullbacks, and you also want to take your profit as often as possible, because there are people manipulating the market at the moment and having a very profitable time doing it. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and stay safe, keep those stops tight, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers for now.